TC, Spiritual Shepherd. Welcome back, guys. Today we are getting into a very important video for me, which is 75-day hard. All right, so you guys have heard this. Some of my family members have also mentioned this as well, that, like 75-day hard, do this type of stuff, do this type of stuff. And for me, this is one thing that I'm really going to start doing, and I'm getting into kind of my mindset. It's very extreme, so if you are not an extreme person, do not project your insecurity or negativity onto me. Just be like, yo, go get your shit. Go get your bag. You know what I mean? Which is totally fine. I'm not tripping that you guys don't want to necessarily do this if you don't want to necessarily do this. So this is about 75-day hard, and it's my own implemented monk mode version of this. What is monk mode? Monk mode is going into that advanced lifestyle. I actually did a video on monk mode already. Monk mode is going into your version of yourself, going into hermit mode, going into self-care mode, not really, doing external things, not going to parties, not going to gatherings, it's a very boring lifestyle, but it really throttles you forward in terms of life. Okay, so 75-day hard. These are going to be some of my rules, my regulations, my conditions, and the things, my routines, my rituals. I do have some that are private, but I will publicize as much as I possibly feel like is necessary for you guys. I'm not going to put my manifestations in there per se. You guys will just see them as they are created. But in this 75-day hard video, this is what it is. We're going to keep this one a little bit shorter. I'm going to try to keep this one short because I'm trying to have long-form content and short-form content, which will help you guys. But ultimately, it is starting or ending with a 3-day fast or having a 3-day fast throughout the 75 days. There's no days off, okay, so that's a big one. I'm taking some of the traditional rules the traditional conditions that they've built in this 75-day hard, but also I'm modifying some of them. They say, no alcohol, no smoking. I already don't do these. They say drink at least 1 gallon of water. I'll do at least 1 gallon. Might even push that to 1.5. 2 workouts, 1 outside, 1 inside. This is kind of, I'm going to maneuver this a little bit. I'm going to do 1 heavy workout, which is generally inside in the gym, and my morning cardio or HIIT cardio or sauna, which is all inside. Unless you do like an outside ice bath, you could do that, but I'm also training for a Spartan race. So this is getting me in the David Goggins mindset. So I'm just letting you know, there's David Goggins and then there's Goggins. So if you guys have listened to David Goggins enough, there's David Goggins and then there's Goggins. Okay, so I want you to understand that there was Connor and then there's TC, or there's TC and the Spiritual Shepherd. There's like a different version of me. There's like a who I really am. It's the self under all the names and all the identities and all the labels and all the structures. And this isn't to freak people out. I'm not getting all into that stuff. But what I'm saying, guys, is that there's this version of you that just knows that it wants to conquer things. One thing I wanted to start off with this was something I miss within society is being a fucking warrior. Like, ultimately, I study being a warrior monk. Okay, and if you guys understand this, one of my mentors is Master Shi Hung Yi. And I study Master Shi Hung Yi from the Mulligan Brothers. And what is a fucking warrior? A fucking warrior or a samurai or a ninja or a Jedi is somebody who is a different breed. They're an extreme breed. Okay, so they'll go extreme hermit mode, extreme magician mode. Okay, and in this thing, it's like, extreme manifesting, like very positive, light vibrational manifesting. Hermit mode is like extreme self-care, doesn't need to go anywhere, doesn't need external validation in any sort, doesn't even need to be around people. They can be sufficient alone, self-sufficient alone. And am I saying it's normal? No, but I would say that as we start to get into that self-reliance, that self-discipline, into those hermit modes, into that aloneness, you're not lonely because you're so fucking focused that you are creating and inventing a new version of yourself. You're inventing even inventions, like Like Nikola Tesla said, being alone is the study of a genius. Being alone is, cultivating. That's where inventions are made. Okay, so we're going to keep going, guys. Water, 1 gallon of water, one heavy workout, and then I also put a 20-minute run daily. So this averagely should equate to a 5K daily. So I know this sounds fucking crazy to people. Like, you're going to run a 5K daily for 75 days. And it's like, from that point, it's like, it's just fucking easy. It's like, you know what I mean? Like, 75-day hard, it's meant to be fucking difficult. Like, it's not meant to be easy. Like, that's the whole point. But as you see some of these things, like, this is what I'm saying, guys. I'm going to unleash the Goggins within me. Like, I'm going to unleash I never need to be told you can't do something, you're not able to do something, da-da-da-da-da-da-da. I'm going to eradicate that voice in my head and eradicate that voice from others speaking that and suggesting that into my head. Even people will do it regardless of, once I pass the 75 days, it's going to be the same thing. People are going to still say some shit. But at that time, my mindset will be so calloused in a positive way, so put together in such a positive way that it does not matter what people say. And it's already been there. See, and that's also a big thing I want you guys to know. Like, I've heard fucking so many things in my life, like, can't do this, can't do this, can't do this, can't be this, can't be this. And it's like, fuck, that's just your opinion. Like, and it's funny because I've been publicizing this a lot more, and I've been staying with this topic a lot more along videos. If you've noticed, I've been staying with this topic a lot more. And it's very important because we value other people's opinions when they're only temporarily in our life or sporadically or chaotically throughout our life on random times, random gatherings, random birthdays, random, holidays, all these different types of things. And from that point, it's like, you're going to listen to somebody that you see fucking 5 times a year. You're going to listen to somebody you only see 5 times a month, but you're with yourself every second of every month, of every day, of every millisecond, of every point in reference of this life, all this type of stuff. Listen to yourself, okay? And what I'm saying, guys, is as you improve your self-talk, as you improve your self-confidence through your self-talk and your self-perception of self, as you say, I am beautiful. Look, one of the tests of your friends is to look in a mirror and say, I'm beautiful. I'm beautiful. And if somebody fucking says, oh, you're all into yourself, you should fucking unfriend that person. Immediately. The reason why is because they were not included in that. They only want you when you serve them. But when you say, oh, hey, I love myself, I could teach you to love yourself, it always triggers somebody a little bit. So just watch those. That's a mirror test, just so you know. Carnivore, going into deep carnivore. So obviously you guys have already seen my good chop. If not, I'll put that thing right here. I'll put a thing right here. But ultimately with this, good chop is a bunch of grass-fed food and all these different, meat. And so I'm going this way where it's, steak, mostly steak, shrimp, salmon, chicken, raw dairy if I get my hands on some raw dairy. And salt, butter, grass-fed butter, sea salt, Himalayan salt, and water. And so as you have such an elimination diet, you eliminate all types of parasites. You eliminate bloating, anti-inflammatory or autoimmune diseases. Inflammatory or autoimmune diseases, okay? And one thing I also want to mention, guys, is that self-development reading, at least 10 minutes or 10 pages of self-development reading every 7 days, have a long distance run. So on every 7 days, so like say every Sunday or every Monday, whatever day works best generally with your schedule, you would do a longer distance run. So maybe a 10K on that day, or maybe an 8K, or maybe a 12K, or whatever. I'm practicing for the Spartan race. So these different things. So let's just list them all. 3-day fast, okay? Something I miss within society is being a fucking warrior. So I'm bringing the warrior in me out of me, and I'm going to just bring that out into the world. Becoming a different breed. 77 days So I'm doing it more of like a 77 day because I just love numerology. 77 day modified monk mode. Carnivore, no alcohol, no smoking. I already don't do alcohol or smoke or anything. 1 gallon of water, boom, right there. One heavy workout, 20-minute run daily, kind of the hybrid training. If you guys have watched, I forget his name, but he's like a hybrid trainer who does heavy lifting and he does long distance running. Self-development reading, I already do this every 7 days. I'm just adding a long distance run, okay? Daily progress picture. So daily progress pictures, just taking a pic of your body every day and seeing the progress. That's a big thing. 77 AM and PM rituals. So I have a AM and PM ritualistic routine and discipline that I actually talk about openly. It's also on my course, so check out my course. But ultimately, this is like, your hygiene, doing a journal every day, reading, waking up early. There's a lot of things that that you don't see on here that I'm doing, and it's also keeping me grounded. And also, one big thing too is if you actually do the math, I'm going to finish right after the new moon. So it's like my new moon, new year. So astrological new year is coming up. Okay, the New Year's that you just celebrated was the Gregorian calendar, the illusion of what a new year is. That was actually winter solstice, and a lot of people are supposed to praise winter solstice because that's a time of darkness. Let me say that again. It's a time of darkness. It's a time of Satan. It's a time of Saturn. It's a time of Saturnalia. Check out Saturnalia. Why don't I celebrate on Saturdays? Why do we fast on Saturdays? You fast on Saturdays because everybody's being a glutton on Saturdays. Everyone's being a drunkard on Saturdays. You have to understand these actual rituals. These are real rituals. These are real religious rituals that you guys don't participate in because you never were educated on it. Okay, we're going to keep going. Read books and audiobooks. They said read books, don't read audiobooks. It's like, dude, don't fucking limit yourself. Like, that's one big thing too I don't like about some of these things. I was just like, fuck it. I'm just going to do my own 75-day hard video. I'm going to be myself. I'm going to cultivate myself on this, and I'm going to really just go fucking hard mode, like hard monk mode on this shit, and read books and audiobooks. So, and then listen to as many as you can accomplish. See, that's a different fucking hard mode. If I do audiobooks and regular books, it's like I have to read a physical book every day. But if I'm in the gym and I'm fucking doing my stuff, and I want to listen to an audiobook instead of some toxic ass fucking trap music, I'm going to listen to an audiobook. The fuck? Wake up 4:44 every morning. See, this one is going to be a big challenging one for me. But I am determined to accomplish this. Do 4 videos a day. So I generally do 1 video a day publicly, and then I do 3 or 4 videos a day. So I guess it's 5 videos a day, but do 4 videos a day for my business. And at that, I will finish right at New Year's, new moon, March 25th. If you guys have watched some of my recent videos, that's what I was talking about was, on March 25th, there's this big day, and that is the astrological new year. And by the astrological new year, I feel like this is kind of a perfect way to end in the astrological new year, put myself in check in the astrological new year, set a new version of myself for the new moon, new year, new astrological new year, new. You see what I'm saying? And then there's these aspects, and once I enter into that realm, my business is launched. I'm fully in, trading, fully in real estate, fully in these different types of correlations of myself that I'm building. See, and there's all these big things. Okay. And then also one of my big goals, at least by the end of the 75, is be out of serving. Be into my business completely. That's ultimately what it is. Remember, I said I always focus pro love. I always focus pro positivity. I don't focus on more negativity. I focus on less negativity, more positivity. So instead of focusing on I want to leave, I am embodying the vibration of I'm already in my business. I'm focusing on my business. I'm always, stuff like that. There's these types of things. So these are what 75-day hard mode is, at least for me. Okay, so I took some of the regular traditional rules and conditions that people have, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to just be this type of thing. And a lot of the people that I'm going to listen to is like David Goggins, Andrew Huberman, Wes Watson, Aaron Abke, Wim Hof. I'm going to listen to these types of people who have turned off that negative willpower switch. They've turned off the suffering switch, okay? And I might enter into a new self, like my old P90X self, which has never gone away. It's never gone away. It's going to be that self where you are going to be dependent on me. In a good way, What do I mean by this? I mean that you're able to depend upon me. That's what I mean. Not you're dependent upon me. I'm saying you can depend upon me. Look, in my family, I know I'm the youngest or I'm one of the youngest or whatever. I don't care about age. I don't care about any of this stuff. I care about spirit. I care about emotion. I care about your physicality. I care about your mentality. I care about how you carry yourself on all pillars and all levels. I care about if I'm able to be there, if you're stoic enough. So here's a big thing is I know that I will have family members who look to me. I will have men in my family who will look to me. I have women who are in my family who will look to me. And my whole goal is to put myself in such a mindset that when they approach me and they say, they will just be able to fall into my frame like, he'll fucking take care of it. I know he'll fucking take care of it. And this is the mindset of a warrior that has been missed. It has been misplaced. It has been eradicated. Rites of passage have been eradicated for men and for women. And that is a big problem. It is a big problem in our society because my whole thing is that, not only do I have my own manifestations of, I'm going to be fully booked I'm going to be fully booked in my business. I'm going to be fully booked. I'm this close to being fully booked. Okay, like I already have calls and meetings all the time, as you guys know. So my whole thing is that I'm going to fully book myself where it's just like every moment I'm booked. And anytime that I'm not booked, I'm either sleeping or I'm studying or I'm getting ready to meet with another person. And other different things like this where I'm going to, I went from level 1.0 TC when I made my name TC, when I originally made my name TC 2 years ago at Cheesecake. Then I took myself to 1.1 where I started a business and I said, fuck this. I'm going to be self-reliant and self-sufficient on myself and I'm going to bring the world a great purpose. Then I went to 2.2 where I decided to build ClickFunnels and I decided to take my business into my own hands. I told all of the old people who, oh, you can make this, just join my shit. Oh, you can do this, just join my shit. And so I joined their shit and they had false promises and I'd fucking been there for a year and a half and all I did was give you $2,000 fucking dollars or your family $2,000 or your company $2,000 or whatever you want to fucking call it. And you want to know what's frustrating is these people will show themselves as I'm your friend, I'm this. And it's like, dude, you probably are my friend, but you don't have enough time to where you're building up your tribe. You're just building up a business. And I get that. But there's also the aspect where it's just like, dude, sometimes to build a business, you have to get just a few people rich. I know that sounds crazy, and you have to teach that or you have to cultivate that. It's like I've showed up to calls. I've showed up to all these different things, and it's like, when the fuck did you ever text me back? When the fuck did you ever call me? When the fuck did you ever be there? Other than when you wanted me to do something for you or whatever. And then you would always generally talk down to not even just me, but I can guarantee you talk down to 15 other people. That's the problem. I'm hitting this fucking warrior mindset where I just don't fucking care. I'm going to be me. I'm going to be me right now, who I am. I'm going to be who I am right now, and I'm just going to fucking do it. I'm going to fucking wake up fucking early. I'm going to go for a fucking run. I'm going to fucking accomplish a trifecta in Spartan racing. Does that fucking matter if I have these accomplishments? No. Does it matter if I have fucking plaques or medals? Does it matter if I have a fucking following? Does it matter if I have a bunch of fucking people in my whole tribe behind me, if I have a fully booked schedule or anything? No. What matters is that I accomplish my purpose. That's all that fucking matters, is that you accomplish the purpose that God has placed for you. And so that is my biggest thing. And I want to inspire this within you guys, that you guys will transform yourselves in these types of ways. 75 hard day monk mode. I'm taking it 77 days. I'm going to do a 3-day fast, probably multiple fasts through it, but I'm cultivating it in my own way. And I'm really just going to stay structured with it. I know that I'm doing carnivore at least 30 days. I can guarantee you that I will feel so fucking good that I want to do it for 45 days. At 45 days, I'll be like, wow, this was really fucking easy. So then I'll just push it to 75 days. And then after that, I will have healed everything in my gut microbiome. I would have killed all the parasites, destroyed any parasites, all this type of stuff, any negativity. And it's not even just about that. See, the problem is like, oh, live your life. You know, like you have one life to live. It's like, yeah, we have one life to live. Yeah, we have one life to live. Like there's only one life to be hella badass in. Like there's literally one life to be like such a good human and a good being in. Okay, like I know it sounds crazy, but like yeah, you can, or one physical body, and then I'm not gonna get all into that, but there is these types of things, and I'm cultivating the law of attraction where I'm just going to be the best version of me and be an example for the people who I'm going to call up. Yes, I'm extreme. You guys have already known this. I've done vegan, and I've done a bunch of drugs, and I've done carnivore, and I've done, a bunch of fitness things and a bunch of Spartan races when I wasn't even fit enough to do this Spartan race, and I fucking did it, and all this type of stuff. But like the point is to get the Goggins in me to where it's just like, I know what I can do. It doesn't matter what anybody tells me that I can't do. That's pretty much it, guys. Peace, much love. Namaste. Talk to you guys soon. I'm going to have a bunch of videos like this, but this is 75 Day Hard. This is my own version of it. So you guys might see the traditional conditions or rules of it. You might see other different traditional rules of it or whatever. And I just want you guys to know that I'm implementing these in my life, and I'm going to cultivate this in my life and really build this and see where it takes me. And if it takes me to that mindset, or if I want to extremify it more, maybe go more soft, I guess you could say, I'll fucking do that. But honestly, like, for me, it's teaching myself, like, I'm looking at my strongest version of myself, and I'm just telling him, you're a fucking bitch. You're a fucking bitch. You can grow the fuck up. You could be even fucking more of a man. You could fucking grow up. You could fucking lift heavier. You could fucking go. You can run longer. And I'm telling myself, like, yo, all the shit that I've told myself, like, you're fucking good enough, like, you ain't shit. So I'm going to put more effort into being better. More effort into being better. Like, I could be the top of my game. I could be better than the top of my game. I can be better than da-da-da-da. So that's really the mindset of this. Peace, much love, namaste. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Check out my course below. If you guys have any questions, just reach out. Leave a comment if you guys, care, or if you have any questions. Peace, much love, namaste.